Hey, what's up, FCGR, and welcome to Slender the 8 Pages. So, if you watched my Silent Hill series, which I'm sorry for one, in the second to last episode, I think, I mentioned I got a great idea for the final episode of Spooktober, what I'm gonna do for Halloween night. And that idea was playing a horror YouTube classic, because last year I played Amnesia, so how about this year we do a quick one-off of one of the other huge horror games that were around and everyone was playing on Horror Game YouTube, including myself when I was too young to actually, have a YouTube account and post videos and stuff. Those videos are long gone. So how about this time around with my actual YouTube and actual commentary experience, quote unquote, we hop into an absolute classic for a short little video and just see if it can still jump you. I wouldn't really classify this game as scary, but it's definitely got jump scares and loud noises. So if you're sensitive to that sort of thing, maybe turn down the game or turn down the video or thank you for proving my point, video game. I guess I'll get to it now. If you're sensitive to loud noises and jump scares, I'll have the audio equalized and everything, but you may want to turn down the game. Maybe you do something else while this is in the background. But either way, let's stop jumping about and let's get into this. Now, I can't remember specifically where I downloaded this game the first time I played it. I downloaded it just now off of NDDB, which seemed pretty official. But I'm unsure because this game is extremely old. Chiudendo de page. Ooh. Needless to say, with this not being a story-driven game whatsoever, oh my god. Wow, it is crazy having a frame rate on this game. Holy crap. Man, I am not used to that. See, the first time I played this game, it was on our first computer. That was a desktop computer that was running, I think it was Windows Vista. It might have been Windows 7. I'm not sure. But it had 256 megabytes of RAM. So it was not good, at all whatsoever. As opposed to my new PC that I'm running now being impossibly more powerful than they could even comprehend it at that time. So it is extremely peculiar having a frame rate playing this game. Now, I'm not afraid of this game. I'm afraid of being jumped, which is going to be something that happens. I am afraid of this bathroom though. That was a weird noise. Because on top of, what's the word I'm looking for? On top of, wow, I actually don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, right. On top of the fact that, I didn't turn down this game, so it's gonna be loud. I am also unsure if they've changed the game at all. Because, like I mentioned, this game is old. And the last time I played it was a long time ago. So it's very possible that they could have updated the game and changed it in ways that I'll never know because, I played this game God, it's gotta be close to a decade ago now, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Though I will say, the thing that this game does good and is actually really scary is the total lack of sounds other than, typical forest sounds before you actually pick up the first page. I mentioned it a little bit in my first Silent Hill episode, where more horror games need to figure out how to utilize dead silence, because it's all fun in games having a string orchestra taped to your back and just lightly playing suspenseful music and everything. But at the same time, first page, that means we're actually gonna start getting hunted now. But it's a whole nother ball game when it's dead silent, because usually dead silence means something is horribly wrong. Because typically, especially if you're in the forest like this, there's ambient noises, like crickets and birds and stuff. At night in particular, it's bugs and such. But largely, you never really get dead silence. So when there is absolutely no sound whatsoever, yeah, you get the feeling that there's something wrong. There is something inherently wrong. And while this game doesn't really do dead silence the moment you picked up the first page, that first jaunt about before you pick up that first page is incredibly suspenseful, because it is dead silent. There is no sound but the forest around you. Hello, second page. Don't mind if I do. Can't run. On top of, me knocking about in the dark and everything, I am also actually trying to remember the layout of this place. I'm surprised I bumped into the bathhouse first, and I'm happy I did, because when I actually have pages, that shit is suspenseful as heck. I don't like going in there. I'm not claustrophobic. If anything, I'm claustrophilic. I love cramped spaces. But cramped spaces when you are being hunted by something is incredibly off-putting and uncomfortable. I'm going in a circle if I do this, I think. I'm not sure. This game very much has a map that has been made, and has probably had thousands of maps made at this point because of how old it is. But where's the fun using a map? You gotta knock around and you gotta try to find your way. Right now, the things that are on my mind are the brick X in the middle of heckin' nowhere, and the spooky tree, which, oh, hello, trailer. I'm pretty sure the trailer, or not trailer, it's a gas truck. It's a petrol ute. Ah, I thought it was on the back, but no, it's on the left here. Yeah, there we go. I wonder when he's gonna show up. I know the whole thing of don't look behind you, so I'm making sure not to do that, but now that I've picked up the third page, he should actually really start going after me, which for the first two pages, he's just kind of listing behind me and just trying to spook me a little bit if I happen to turn around, and teaching me that you're not supposed to turn around because he's always behind you. That's the universal constant. Slenderman is always behind you. He's kind of like Lisa in that sense from PT, where he's just kind of taped to you. If I'm remembering how the AI of this game works, but the more you pick up the pages, the more he actively pursues you. He always knows where you are. He is always actively moving towards you. It's just the more pages you pick up, the more active he is doing that. So now that we're at page 3, he should actually, we should actually see him at some point. I don't want to turn around. Don't make me. Volvo! Hello, Volvo. Do you have something? Oh, I'm probably gonna have to turn around. Oh, spooky. Oh, no, there we go. 4 pages. We are heckin' boogieing, guys! Oh, God. I don't see him. Where is he? There he is. I saw him. Ooh. Spooky-ooky. I should probably sprint the other direction now. Is he there? Oh! I haven't gotten the trademark piano slap jump scare noise, that's really weird. Okay, now we're back at the bathhouse, which, if memory serves, there's only a page inside, and I did a pretty good precursory look to see if anything's actually in there. So I don't think there's nothing in the bathhouse, and I ain't going in there otherwise. So, how's abouts we head over to these tankers here, and we head in yonder direction, that way, and we see if we can't bump into the X or the spooky tree, because I forgot about the Volvo. Spooky-ooky. Spooky-ooky. Purely by virtue of me babbling on about nonsense and filling the dead air, it is inherently making this less spooky. So what do you say we just kind of let the game roll for the next, like, let's say 20 seconds, 20 full seconds of no commentary, and we just kind of, we seethe for a bit. We see how we feel after that. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it's pretty spooky. It's pretty spooky when you're not feeling the dead air. It really is. I forgot about the rocks here, but it doesn't look like they have a page, so we will be moving on. Moving onward. I'm a little bit upset. That, oh, I think this is the clearing that leads to Spooky Tree, but I feel like Spooky Tree is more immediately noticeable. Oh no, I got just totally turned around, didn't I? Oh, that means I have to look behind me! Whoa! Okay, it's not nearly as loud as I thought it'd be. This is so much fun. Oh, wow. He threw me a curveball just then. He ran directly in front of me. You're doing a great job today, Slendy. How do you feel? How do you feel actually having someone being here and playing the game, huh? Just actually getting able to stretch your excessively long legs, crack those joints, and really limber up for the days to come. Which, funny thing, when I went to download this off of IndieDB, IndieDB has a download tracker, as most, indie game websites do, but it also pointed out how many times the file has been downloaded today specifically, and this game actually had a whole 72 downloads for specifically today. Oh, the logs! So, I am the 73rd person to download and start playing Slender the 8 Pages on Halloween. Which, I didn't see him, but he's over there. Which, I think is really cool. People are still thinking about this game. People are still appreciating it. Oh, he was real close, I think. I think I saw his arm. Oh, well. I think we just have to cut our losses with the log forest because, I didn't see anything, and he was kind of smack dab in the middle of it, which is an issue. On account of the fact that I can't look at him. And, since I can't look at him, I can't search around too well in the log forest. So that creates a bit of a situation that is not particularly the best for my progression purposes, and it would be really cool if the first time around of playing this Beto game, I happened to just completely ace it and get all 8 pages right off the bat. That'd be cool. But at the same time, we're looking for some scares, bro! It's Halloween! It's spooky! It's extra spooky because it's specifically Halloween, which it is at this current moment. It is Halloween, October 31st. That is the day that I am playing this on. Ha ha hee hee. I, of course, say ha ha hee hee because I'm telling the truth. Oh, is he on a timer as well? Have I been knocking around that he's just kind of annoyed with how long it's taking me to find his fan art? Didn't know that was a thing. Me as a 12 to 13-year-old just kind of assumed that he would only show up if I picked up pages. So I think I should probably get a move on and actually try to find said pages. We're back at the truck again. Okay, we have just gone in a big fat-ass circle, so I think we should stop following the path and potentially go out into the forest. If I die, make sure to just kind of leave my body here. I wanted a sky burial anyway. But if you find my body, just kind of leave it there to tell my family what happened, and they'll understand because I've mentioned to them I wanted a sky burial. They'll know why that you didn't bring me back. They'll understand. They'll respect my wishes, I hope. I don't want to get exhumed. None of that's natural. I don't want to get filled with glutaraldehyde and formaldehyde and humectant or whatever the hell those various embalming fluids are. I don't want to get pumped full of that nonsense. I just want to get my body chucked in the forest, in the mountains, in the whatever. don't frankly care all that much, and I want to let the animals eat my body. That's it. I don't need anything special, don't even bury me. I just need to get chucked out in the middle of nowhere to let the animals feed on my corpse. That's it, that's all I want. I am totally lost. Absolutely and completely lost. I found the tube, which the tube is another landmark. Unfortunately, the tube is the one that I forget about the most. So I don't actually know where the tube is. So me finding the tube isn't actually contusive, that's a funny word, to, you know, actually progressing and beating this game. Which is a damn shame, it really, really is. But the fact that basically nothing happens for a long, long time until you find pages, and then things start happening. But then things don't happen when you get lost, and then Slendy's just like, motherfucker, where the bungus is this guy going? And he's just like, man, I put so much work into corrupting the minds of the individuals who drew those drawings that I need someone to find them. I need someone to find them. I need someone to see the work I put into making this game or this forest spooky-ooky as possible. And yet this flatfoot's just stepping around in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, looking at nothing in particular, hoping that they just happen to bump into one of the many landmarks in this forest, because they don't know where the fuck they are. Is that the spooky tree, or is that just another tree? I think that's spooky tree. No, that's just another tree. Alright, well, that's a shame. Really, really is. Does this take me back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass? Which is to say, the trailer park, the tubes? Yeah, there we go. Now we got our bearings, kind of. If memory serves, the tubes and the bathhouse are kind of in the center of the map. So, what if, once we get in the middle here, we take a sharp left and we head that way, because I'm pretty sure I haven't gone that way. How you doing, Slender? Wow, you are close. Okay. That one actually kind of got me a little bit. All right, let's just zip zoom directly in this direction and see if we can bump into, like, oh, no. I don't know where he is. Well, that's a shame. Oh, there he is. That'll be a good freeze frame for a thumbnail, because he was in view, but he wasn't fully illuminated. Ooh. The reason I'm laughing so much is I remember being like a little itty bitty kid and being scared shitless by this game. And now that I've actually died as a fully grown 23-year-old individual, that was super. You turned around so lazily for it being a jump scare. Okay. Let's give it one more go and see if we can get see if we can get any farther, and then I think that'll be it for this video. Because you can only get so much content from this game, especially when you're not really afraid of it. Alright, all 8 pages. We went left that time, so what if we go... We went right that time, so what if we go left? We gotta make sure to conserve our, immediate to the left was Spooky Tree. Consarn it. Alright, well, on the bright side, now with our new onsets of knowledge, we relatively, a little bit, kind of know where we are. Because if I broke right the first time, and I bumped into the bathhouse and the tubes, they should be over yonder way. So, if we just mosey on over yander way, then, potentially maybe we'll bump into the landmarks that we didn't see before. Okay, I guess not. Man, you telling me that because I got spooked and thought the Slenderman was directly behind me, that I went around into that direction. Speaking of Slenderman, what's up with some, where is he? I don't see him. I was getting static, but I don't see you, Slenderman. Where are you? There he is. Hello. You fat. Your name is inaccurate, Slenderman. You're a fat son of a bitch. Fat as hell, in fact. Incredibly chunky. Terminally thick is a term I like to use for individuals like you. God damn, you're caked up on a Wednesday afternoon. It's Monday, so unfortunately your cake is lacking. Hella ass. Okay, so something just hit me. And that thing that just hit me was because I died. Excuse me, Slenderman. Where the bingus bongus? Alright, fine, I'll go the other direction. I straight up didn't see him. Rosie, if you see him at any point when I don't see him, make sure to pop up and say so. And make sure to do so with an excessive amount of jump scariness, and preferably with the Slenderman jump scare sound effect. I'm sure you can find it. I guarantee you it's on a free sound website somewhere. Oh geez, oh boy. That sure is spooky. The concept of Slenderman, of course, is what I was referring to. You thought I just pre-gamed for when Rosie edits in a jump scare just in the middle of everything. To say like, oh, she jump scared me, isn't that spooky? But no, I wouldn't do that, because the important thing about a jump scare is you don't know when it's coming. That's how they get you with a jump scare. So if I were to say like, Rosie, do a jump scare, and then I immediately did it, then it wouldn't really work. The key to doing a jump scare is to really, what's the word I'm looking for? Really amp up the anticipation and take advantage of that fact. So, if I were to just go dead silent for the next 3 seconds, then would be an opportune time to do a jump scare. But seeing as how I brought attention to it, we're not just gonna do a jump scare then. Are you bonking kidding me? Are you squumping blumbling me? I'm not gonna do a jump scare the moment I bring it up. Even especially when I bring attention to the fact that I'm going to jump scare you, like Slenderman. Oh, see, Slendy's got it down. He expected me to turn around because I was talking about jump scares, and he's actually inside, by the way. He's right here. See, Slendy knows what he's doing. He has he has perfected the art of jump scare. Because I was expecting it, he didn't do it. I'm expecting him to jump scare me in this bathroom, so he's just not gonna do it. That's how jump scares work. That's how Mafia work. See? It's totally safe in there. And I'm also gonna assume that there's no page in there. And if that's gonna be the 8th page I have to get, I will bite the bullet and do that, I suppose, because I really don't like going in there. But anyway, on the topic of jump scares. I'm just laughing because after all that nonsense, I know I'm gonna edit in a jump scare right there. I know I'm gonna do it. Now, with all that being said, this is fucking rough. Because then again, they could have updated it, so I don't know for sure. But, I'm pretty sure the pages are always in the same spots on the various landmarks. They change which landmarks the pages are on, but I'm pretty sure if they are on that landmark, they're always on the same spot. So I think I might have just got unlucky, and all the ones I checked first do not have a page on them, which could be seen as a good thing, because now I know relatively what landmarks to look out for to actually find said pages. Just all of the ones I haven't found yet. So, Volvo? No. We're looking for tanker truck. The tankers? No. We're looking for log forest. Spooky tree? There was one in spooky tree, but that means there wasn't one in the bathroom. Assuming that there's actually 3 places that 3 extra places. So there's you know, it's actually possible that there was no page in the bathroom because there's 3 extra spots, and I've run into 3 spots that did not have a page on them. So I think that's a pretty dangerous assumption, and I might have to go, hey, the X, I might have to go back to the bathroom at some point, because I think it might potentially actually have a page in there, which I'm not happy about, like, at all. That's probably the only place here I'm actually scared. Slender, where the fuck are you, man? Like, fuck, dude. You gotta at least make yourself known. You gotta do a duh. You gotta do the duh. So I know where you are, dog. I didn't even see you. You can't just psh your way in, dog. You can't just psh your way in. You can't. You can't do that. You gotta do the buh, like this. Slenderman is not being too terribly kind to me today, and I don't appreciate that. You ever heard of the rule of yes and? It's how you do good improv. You don't just say, no, that's not what happened. You don't say, no, that's not who I am. You gotta say, yeah, and you gotta expound on it to continue the bit. That's how improv works, Slenderman. You're not working with me here. So now, let's give us a test, all right? Now, when I say, you gotta do the brr! Okay, a bit closer. You're getting close. Physically and, you know, in the concept of understanding improv, but you didn't do the buh. You were there, but you didn't do the buh. The very, very important part about the jump scare is doing the buh. Okay, now I think I'm just annoying him now because, like, he was even farther than he was before. Maybe that's because I started sprinting away. I don't know. Tube. But, like, man, you gotta do the buh. You gotta do the buh for the jump scare. On top of the jump scare, you gotta do the buh because I told you to do the buh, and we're trying to do a bit here, and you're not committing to the bit. This is what I get for hiring an eldritch entity as my improv partner. Like, why would I even bother doing that? There's plenty of people who have taken improv classes and are at least mediocre comedians that I could have hired instead of this weird eldritch entity that may or may not actually exist. And may or may not actually be in my head, which either way, I think he's in my head either way, but either I made him up in my head or he has infected my brain with his nonsense kind of in my head. Kind of like Cthulhu and other eldritch beings like that. You related to Cthulhu, Sandy? He might be. But he might not be. He might not be related to Cthulhu, but he could be. He could be related to Cthulhu because they both have tentacles and stuff, which I could have sworn you could see tentacly stuff flying out his back. Hey, tanker truck! That's what I was looking for, baby! Tanker truck's got one on here. You know it does. It doesn't. Am I brain dead and stupid? Did I already pick up a page on tanker truck? I think I might have. Slenderman! What the fuck? Like, aside from bit, hold on. Where is he? I don't see him. I'm really not seeing him when he does. He must be on just like on the exact opposite side of, or not the exact opposite side, but exact edge of my view whenever he does that. Because I'm not seeing him. I'm really not. Oh man. I feel like if this was my first time playing it, I would be a little bit more scared, but since this is like... Actually, I haven't played this hundreds of times like I have SCP Containment Breach. I've just played it before. So this would be like my 10th time playing this on my own? Something like that? I'm not sure. Maybe? Potentially? I don't know. But just the fact that I have played this before and the fact that it's so old... Slenderman! He's still not doing the buh. Why is he not doing the buh? Everyone knows Slenderman for the buh. It's one of those sound effects that has been essentially genericized trademark, where everyone knows it as the Slenderman noise and not just jump scare piano number 3 or whatever the fuck it is. Excuse me, Slenderman. I was adjusting in my chair when you did that, so now I'm uncomfortable and I'm dead. Okay, well... I think a half hour's worth of footage and relatively the same amount of progress has been more than enough for this. So, anyway, much shorter video than normal. I probably won't even, like, chop this up. It'll probably just be 30 minutes straight of just playing the game. I'll cut out, like dead silences in the menu and everything, but I think that's gonna be it. Anyway, this game is hilarious now. I accidentally just kicked over my my samurai sword I keep behind my desk. This game is hilarious now. It's not even really that scary anymore. I feel like if I was playing this, because like I have my curtains closed and everything, so it's kind of dark, but I feel like if I was playing this in total darkness and not really trying to, you know, keep a bit going the whole time, it would probably be scarier. So if you do play this game just for old time's sake, I would recommend you play it in the dark alone and not talking to a YouTube audience, and then the game will probably be very scary, especially if it's your first time and you don't know the map. Like I'm not gonna say the back of my hand because I did get lost a lot, but the back of someone else's hand, the back of the hand that someone you knew pretty well but you haven't seen in a while. That's the best way I can describe it. But yeah, it's a fun little game. There's not too much to it. It's just a quick jump scare game. But yeah, this was horror YouTube back in the day, and it was very nostalgic opening it back up for Halloween in 2023. With that being said, there wasn't exactly enough time for me to do the Patreon plug, so I'll do it now. If you want to support me in the channel, you can do that for just $5 a month on my Patreon. Ooh. Big thank you to my current patrons, Zonra and Winterbreeze. Your support is always appreciated. And if you do support me, you'll get things like work in progress art, full resolution art, thumbnail art, and most importantly, early access to videos, which, seeing how this is the last video of Spooktober, that means your early access will actually be impactful and you'll get videos multiple days in advance. On top of that, whenever I get, I want to say 10 or 15 subscribers on Patreon, I should have enough money to just kind of buy whatever game that y'all want me to play. So I will start taking suggestions from my patrons on what games to play. And that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Another big thank you to my patrons, Zonra and Winterbreeze. And since I'm going to do the outro anyway, we'll just keep that message up for posterity's sake. But with that, that was Slender the 8 pages. I'll give it an arbitrary rating, just for funsies. 10 out of 10, best game. 10 out of 10, horror YouTube. This is obviously a lot different from my long play series and everything, because this was just a short little jaunt, a short little celebration for one of my favorite holidays, Halloween, and the end of Spooktober. But before I close off the video, is there anything you want to say, Rosie, before you go away for the rest of this year and 2024? Yeah, yeah, that's my bad. I definitely gave you a lot more edits to do this year, and therefore made you work a lot more. And there was that one time where I recorded on a day that you weren't expecting, so you had to cancel your date with your girlfriend. Sorry about that. Tell Shenzi I said hi, by the way. Bye, Rosie. So, with that being said, this is the final video of Spooktober, which means I'm gonna take a break, maybe a week or two off YouTube to just kind of chill out and relax, because I have been working literally all month on videos, and that tax is on me. My drive to record goes down after Spooktober, so I'm gonna need a week or two to charge that back up. So videos are gonna slow down for the time being. I might post one. I don't know, but don't count on it. I'm going to take a short break from YouTube, and very important thing, very important thing, when I come back to YouTube, I will be coming back to YouTube under a different name. I will probably be posting a short update video after Spooktober is, like, we'll say October is over, so sometime between the 1st and the 3rd of November, I will be posting an update video going more in depth to that. But when I come back to YouTube and start uploading again, I will be under a new name. I will be rebranding the channel. I will no longer be JR Jericho. That's the end of an era right there. I will update you more on that short update video, because, you know, I need to end this one. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you see when that update video comes out. Aside from that, if you genuinely enjoy this video, consider dropping a like, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to become a pup if you haven't already, and to hit the bell so it actually does something. If you want to support me in the channel, consider becoming a patron for just $5 a month, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks. A huge shout out to my current patrons, Zonra and Winterbreeze. Your support is always appreciated. My name's JR, and I will see you guys when I come back as Vixiote.